Hi guys, so since we know how to insert and show the comments to the user, the next logical step will be trying to delete certain comment based what exactly we want to delete, and just to give the option to the user delete a certain comment. Okay, great. So what we will do now, so we will now write a protocol which will delete the comment. So we're going to our PHP development environment and directly we're heading to the access.php class. And here, as the last function at the moment, we will write function delete comment and open and close round bracket, and here we'll make the reference of id and then open and close curly bracket. This function will delete or deletes certain comment based on the comments ID. Okay, here as you remember guys, the step number one is to write an SQL command for the execution. So I'll create a new variable, $symbol SQL equals to then quotation marks, and in this quotation marks we'll write delete from, and now we'll write our table name. It's a comments. It's in Safari. That is the one. Delete from the comments. And here we'll write in the quotation marks where ID, let's say will be 43, where ID equals to question mark and semicolon at the end. Okay, now we need to prepare the statement for the execution. Prepare SQL command for the execution. Okay, so we write new variable statement will store the result of the preparation. So we refer to the connection, we write $symbol this con, which means connection, then we execute the function prepare SQL and semicolon at the end. And then we'll check for errors. We write if, then the round brackets, and then curly brackets. In the round brackets, we'll put exclamation mark, which states false. If statement is false, and then we want to throw a new exception error message. So we write throw new exception, then in the round brackets we will refer to the error of the statement. We write $symbol statement equals error and semicolon at the end. Very good. So now we will replace the question mark from the SQL command. Here we will write statement equals byte parameters, and here we put as first before the comma as first statement. We replace this question mark with a new variable which will be of type integer. If we go to the comments, then we go to the structure. ID is of type integer, so we'll replace this with I for integer, and here we will replace this I with the ID. Okay, very good. So replace question mark with the parameters. Okay, then after that we need to execute it. Run execution. And let's assign the result of the execution to the variable which we will call result. We'll write $symbol result equals to statement, then arrow, execute, and then semicolon at the end. And then we want to return the result. We'll write return result and then semicolon. Very, very good. So this is the protocol which will allow us to delete a function. Okay, so now we are coming back to the comments.php, and here we got three scenarios for this file. Step number one, we're establishing the connection, and then here we have step number two, insert, delete, or show comments. So first scenario, it is to insert a new comment. Here we are checking received parameters to this PHP file like post ID, user ID, etc. Then we save mode, we will cast them in the save mode, then we run the function. And then we run an output. We run the if logic based on the output. Did we insert comment or not? So the same we're doing for the show comments, where the action is select, and here we got a post ID limit or offset, which means limit for limiting higher rank, and offset is the lower rank, it means skip how many. Okay, so it's an interval, limit and offset. Then we're passing all of these information, we're assigning the variables, then we run the function, and then we return the JSON. Okay, and the last scenario here will be delete the comment. Okay, here we'll write else if, then in the round brackets and then curly brackets. And here we want to check for the action, which will be delete. So here we'll write $symbol underscore request, then in the square brackets, and then in the quotation marks we'll write action. We're going up from the square bracket space equal, then quotation marks, here we'll write delete. So this action will state for the delete. Okay, and here we will write if, then we'll check for if the value is received or not. So here we'll write if we check for emptiness, then we'll write empty, then the round brackets. If the empty, then we write $symbol underscore request, then the square brackets, then quotation marks, and here we check ID of the comment. Okay, we're coming out from the square brackets, then from the round bracket, and again from the round bracket. And in case if it is empty, we will write return square brackets, then quotation marks, status equals to quotation marks 400, which is the error status error message, and then we'll write the message of the error. So we will return square brackets, then quotation mark, message equals to quotation marks. We will write missing required information for delete. Okay, very good. And we need now to cast this as being a JSON. Don't forget semicolon at the end. Then we will write echo, then space JSON encode or return. JSON encode return. Encode this to being a JSON. Great, then we will disconnect it in case of some error, because here we already established connection. Once there is some error, we want to disconnect immediately so the connection won't continue running. Semicolon, then we will return means do not go with the execution further. Okay, so after that we will run the function for the delete. Okay, it is super simple. We will access our access.php. This variable is storing the access.php. Here we establish and we construct this. So we write access, then arrow, we write delete comment based on the ID, which is the ID, and we put semicolon at the end. Okay, very good. And then we want to assign this result to a new variable to make an if statement. So I create a new variable result and I make it equal to the execution of this function. So here we write run protocol to delete the comment and assign the result of executed protocol to result variable. And here we will do the if statement. We'll write if, then open and close round brackets, then curly brackets. In the round brackets, we'll write if result means deleted successfully. Deleted successfully. And we want to return square brackets, then quotation marks, status. We'll write here status will be equals to quotation marks 200. And the same we're writing for the message. Return square brackets, quotation mark, we'll write message and then equals to square bracket quotation marks, and here we will write delete comment has been deleted successfully, and semicolon at the end. So this is where it got deleted successfully, and then we'll write the else statement, which is could not delete comment. And here we'll write return, then square brackets, then quotation mark, status will be 400, then semicolon at the end, then the same we're writing for the message. Return, square brackets, then in the quotation marks, we'll write a message. It will be equals to quotation marks. We write, let's say, could not delete comment, could not delete comment, and semicolon at the end. Okay, very good, and we will save this file now. This is the block of code which will be responsible for the scenario of deleting the comment. So we're coming back now to our browser. I advise you to go to the local host, then we're going to our database, then we're moving to the comments. And here we have a different IDs for every single comment. So let's delete the comment which is having the ID 43, for example. So here we will write localhost, localhost, then /fb, /. So then we'll write comments.php, then question mark, whatever follows question mark, it is the body of the URL. So first we need to write an action, will be delete. So everything works fine. State is 400, missing required information for delete. So then now we put and the ID of the comment will be, let's say, 43. I click enter, comment has been deleted successfully, but it says undefined variable 82. Yeah, very, very good, because we missed, we forgot to save downcast this ID. Okay, what we will do is, what we will do here, we will create a new variable, which is ID equals to HTML entities, then in the round brackets we'll write $symbol underscore request and square brackets, and then quotation marks ID. Okay, this is how we save downcast and semicolon at the end. So this is safe mode of casting comments ID. Very good. So we will now execute it, and command has been deleted successfully. So it was a comment which having the ID 43, so we will update this so it got removed. Amazing and outstanding, guys. So this is the way how we can run the protocol, establish the connection, build PHP class for this, write the scenario for delete, and check the validity of our PHP code. So I'll refresh this, and it says comment has been deleted successfully. Okay, we can write now the another, let's say, another ID of the comment, which can be, let's say, 44, and it removed 44 as well. So that is really beautiful, guys. That is a very good achievement. So congratulations. Now we will move to the front end and we will delete this using the app. Good job.